swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle.
Tonight, from Toronto, Canada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on Joe Burrow and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, New England.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down now, it's Gordon. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 yards there and a first down.
41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
At the 42.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The running back again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Toronto.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his pass, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Call call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The end of the first quarter.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Draw play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Anderson.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
There on the coverage.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Melvin Gordon.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Toronto. Cody Parkey.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Complete.
Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he rifles one incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Able to connect with Mims.
Complete to Denzel Mims.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Thunderbirds 17.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
First and 10. At their own 20.
And now heading back out there, here's the defense. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, they're probably really getting routed at this point. Keeping them in the game as best they can, they've got to increase their proficiency in taking the ball away, because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there.
Now Burrow loses the football. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
On third down, Burrow. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Sanders set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
To Jordan Reed. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On third down, Wilson to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now Burrow on first down. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Galladay still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Incomplete. They go play action with Burrow. He completes this to Sutton. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Got Gordon open, completes it.
Burrow's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
Thunderbirds 17.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
22-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Russell Wilson.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Brings up
Wilson. Jordan Reed has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And to give this time to the tailback.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson dancing to his left. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Again, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd and
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
their own 25.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up second.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Burrow's pass.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
and he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Thunderbirds 31, Patriots 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A gain of 22.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Burrow on play action. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So on third and goal, Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. At 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to fourth and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now, fourth and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Patriots.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's starting to look like it won't be their year.